Hello students, I hope you all are well and doing your studies at home. So stay safe. In my previous videos, we had discussed what is communication process, classification and barriers. Today, we will discuss communication models. There are different models of communication. But what is model? Means of communication together constitute communication model. There are different components of communication process: source, encoding, message, channel, receiver, decoding, and feedback. So, what is the source? A source is a person who sends or dispatches the information. What do you mean by encoding? Message or information is usually invisible or in abstract form. Therefore, encoding is necessary to give the clear shape. Means you are converting the ideas into symbols or language based on the experience, language, and skills. Next, message. After encoding, message is ready. Now you will send the message through some channel. It may be in the oral form, in the written form, it is in the form of speech, conference, email, anything. Now receiver will receive the message. He is the person who will receive the information from the communicator. So message should be drafted while keeping in mind who is the audience, who is the receiver. Receiver then decode the message or convert the message based on his knowledge and experience. And after receiving the message, he will interpret and react or will give the feedback to the sender. So, the purpose of communication is not only to transmit the message, but acting in required way is also important. It means best communication is that communication which is based on mutual confidence and understanding, and the originality of the message will remain sound. So, these are the important component of communication. What is the communication process? One person who sends the message is called sender. The person who receives the message is called receiver. The message is sent through the different medium, written, verbal, through some gestures, signs, or it may be audiovisual. When message is sent, there is an element of disturbance called noise. I already discussed noise in my barrier video. You can check in the description box the link of that video. Now, after the message is sent, it will pass through the disturbance called noise and it will be received by the receiver, and receiver will interpret and will give the feedback. So this is the communication process. But there are different models which are suggested by different people. So we will study these models. The base is same, the components are same, but somewhere some component is missing and somewhere some component is extra. So according to Keith Davis model, first of all, idea is generated. Means ideation is the generation of the idea from the sender or the source. So ideation, then the message is encoded, which is called transforming the message into the symbols or language. Then the message is transmitted to the receiver. Receiver will decode or interpret the message, and then he will react on the message or will give the feedback. Second model is Shannon-Weaver model. In 1947, Shannon-Weaver proposed this model. In this model, first of all, information source is very important element. Here, the information is generated from the source, it is transmitted and passed through the noise, and it will be received by the receiver, and receiver will give feedback. Here in this slide, there is one mistake. Source of information will be on the top, and then sender, noise, message, receiver, feedback. Next model is Burnload dynamic process model. Here, the main factors are source. Source means ideas, thoughts, information, message. Message is encoded. Then the channel means the medium. Then the communicator means the sender is sending the message, and then receiver will receive the message, decode the message, and will give the feedback. Next is mass communication model. Here the sequence is source, sender, message, receiver, and the feedback. In this way, these are the important communication model. Other models are also there. For example, Aristotle model, in which there are three things: speaker, message, and receiver. So the three elements of Aristotle model is speaker, message, and receiver. Thiel and Bower model. In this model, there are four elements: idea, reaction, receiver, and message. So the main thing is that the component will remain same, but in some model there are 5 components, there are 2 components, but the process is same, that the message is encoded by the sender and then it is decoded by the receiver, and the receiver will give the feedback. I hope you all are able to understand these models. If you have any query, you can ask me through the comments. Like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get the updates. In my next video, we will discuss either stress management or management by objectives. Thank you for today.